It's Friday, November 17th, 2023, and I've got three best bets for you in the NBA. This is the Free Three. What's up, guys? It's your boy Noble Living back with another DYF Bets video where I'm breaking down my favorite picks and plays of the day as you just try to get to the bag together and make some money. Yesterday, we had another disappointing day on the channel. Hate to see it. 1 and 2 on the day. We cashed in on our ladder challenge day 2, so that's the good thing. We're still moving up the ladder, so day 1 is cash, day 2 is cash. Got day 3 today. Shout out to Gus Edwards for getting it done on his carries there. We did lose on the Utah first half, and then we also did lose on Spencer Dinwiddie points and assists. You can see our year-to-date record right here, 1 and 2 on the day. Still crushing in the month of November, but we've given it back a few units this week. But listen, we're going to bounce back today. As always, if you can drop a big like on this video and subscribe to the channel, stay with me, guys. I know I got a lot of new followers. We were hot to start the month. A little bit of mean reversion happened, but listen, we're going to turn this ship around, so just stick with me, and let's keep this momentum going. I appreciate all the love and support, and let's dive into these first best bets. So I'm going to be honest, right? I just ran over the recap from yesterday. I've been getting a little bit too cute over the last few days. We've been looking for combo squares or betting on guys to step up in certain situations. And that's truthfully why we've been breaking even all week. It's been frustrating. We're actually 5 and 7 on the week on the channel. So that's actually been really frustrating. But today, I'm going to keep it real simple, keep it real plain. Sometimes you just don't need to overthink it. And I'm going to go with the superstar, no role player, no B-class star, not a third or second option. We're going with the superstar. And we're going to keep it simple and sweet and plain, and we're going Devin Booker over 27.5 points. You can play 28.5 as well. I really like this line here, minus 120 odds we got it at. And when you look at his game log, Devin Booker's played 3 games this year. He's gone over this total in 3 games. He's actually scored 30 points in all 3 games. So that's why I'm saying I'm not overthinking it, right? He has the ability to turn up at any time. We know he's a superstar. He's getting the volume, which I love to see. 21 field goal attempts, 19 field goal attempts, 22 field goal attempts. He's also shooting a good high volume of 3-pointers as well. 7 3-point attempts in 2 of the games, 8 3-pointers in 1 of the games, all right? So that's what I love to see from a guy when I'm betting on his points. And then we just know Devin Booker makes this Suns offense just overall better. The Suns offensive rating when Devin Booker's not on the floor is 112.7 compared to 125.3 when he's on the court. So literally exponentially increasing, plus 12.5 increase right there is near the top of the league in terms of differential from when a superstar is on the floor and when he's not on the floor. We do have a high total in this game as well, around 237 I think I saw, and I do think that this game is going to go over, so that means that there's going to be a lot of points. And then Utah, defensively, they're not really known for stopping anybody. They don't really have any defensive stoppers on that team. They're 26th out of 30th in opponent's point per game. They're giving up close to 120 points per game. So you know if the Suns are going to score 120 points today because their team totals are like 118, then guess what? Devin Booker is going to be in that mix, and I don't think 30 points for him is a stretch. You might want to ladder this one up because I think he can go for 40 points today in all honesty, but all we need him to do is get 27.5. And then Utah also likes to play fast. They're ranked 8th in pace of play, which means more possessions for Phoenix on the offensive side since Utah's jacking up a lot of shots. So I'm not overthinking it. I'm just going to go with the superstar to start the year. This total is a little bit low compared to other superstars because he just hasn't played that many games. So let's go Devin Booker over 27.5 points. You can play it up to 28.5 if that's what you got in your book. That's our first best bet of the day. Now for our second best bet of the day, you guys are going to probably be like, Noble, why are you doing this, man? You haven't been on fire all week, so are you going to stretch it with this one? Because I'm going with a very high total, but like I said, I'm not trying to overthink it. I'm just trying to go with what the books are giving me. I'm going to go with this high total for a good reason, right? So I'm going to go with the Sixers and the Hawks over 236.5 points, minus 110 odds, and I just really like this matchup today. Why? Because both of these teams can score the basketball. They're both in the top 5 ranked in the points per game. Atlanta's 3rd, Philly's 4th. They're both averaging about 120 points per game, so that puts us about 240 right there. And then when you look at the numbers defensively, Philly is a little bit better than Atlanta. They're only giving up about 112 points per game. Meanwhile, Atlanta's giving up about 117 points per game. But both of these teams do like to push the pace. That's what I do like to see. A faster pace of play means what? More points. They're both top 15 in possessions per game and pace to play. So I think that means a lot of shots are going up. We do know both of these sides have guys like Trae Young, Maxey, Embiid, Murray, who can give you 30 points, who can give you 20 and 20, who can give you 40 points. That's what I like to see. And yes, I mentioned that it is a high total, right? 236.5 points is a very high total for an NBA game. But when you look at it, the books wouldn't have given us this number if this is not something that they're used to giving. And when you look at Atlanta's totals throughout the year, they're no stranger to high totals. Every one of their games have had a total of at least 225 or more. And of the 11 games that they played this year, 6 of those have had a total of 230 or more. So then again, this is an Atlanta team. They're no stranger to high totals. We're used to getting this when they play games. And guess what? They're still going over. They're 6-4-1 to the over this year. And they're even better at home, 4-1 to the over. And tonight's game is at State Farm Arena in Atlanta. So again, the numbers are telling us to take a look at the over. And now when you look at Philly on the other side, they do have a little bit of lower totals than Atlanta does. I mean, the books are not that crazy when it comes to Philly. But in the 5 games that they've had a total of 225 or more, they've gone over the total in 4 of those 5 games. I love to see that. Philly's also 7-4 to the over on the year, so they've been trending to that side, and 2-1 on the road to the over. So we're getting a high total for a reason. The numbers are telling us to take the over. I'm not overthinking it. I'm just going with the trend. And one thing, if you've actually been watching the Philly games, they're cool with giving up points to teams that like to score a lot of points. They gave 138 and 137 to the Pacers. They gave 128 points to the Wizards. Do I think the Hawks are as bad as those teams? Not necessarily, but they're certainly not contenders like the Celtics or the Suns, and those are the teams that we've seen the Sixers go under with. So fast pace of play. I also lean on Philly on the money line, but I think we're getting really good value on them at minus like 105. I've seen minus 110 on certain books because they're on a 3-game losing streak. Just keep in mind, they were on an 8-game winning streak like last week. So if they were still a part of that 8-game winning streak, we're easily getting Philly minus 3.5, minus 4 in this game. So that might be another look that you want to take a look at. Philly on the money line today. I like the over. Let's just go with the trend. Let's just go with the numbers are telling us here. Sixers and Hawks over 236.5 as our second best bet. For our third and final best bet, we're going to go to our ladder challenge day 3. We cashed in on the first 2 days, so let's run it back now for day 3, okay? Now, I just spoke about the over in that Phillies game. High total, fast pace of play equals more points equals more shots. More shots equals what? More rebound opportunities. So I'm sticking in that game because that's the games that I'm handicapping today. I'm sticking with both of the games that I gave you guys, and I'm going to give you our ladder challenge from there. We're going to go with Tobias Harris, 5+ rebounds. We're going to go with Devin Booker, 2+ 3-point made. And I just talked about rebound opportunities. The reason why I like that, Tobias Harris to get those rebounds, because he's been doing it consistently all year for the Sixers team. He's gone over this total of 5 rebounds in 10 of 11 games. Now, DraftKings is the only book right now that has him up at the time of this recording, but they have his line at 6.5 at plus money value. So because of that, I believe that we're going to be able to get a tease down rebound line at 5, anywhere between minus 200 and minus 300 odds. And what Devin Booker's 3-point line is at, and when you combine those, we should be able to get to plus money value. I'm going to give you the exact numbers. If I can give it by the time the video uploads, I'll obviously update it for you guys. But if not, click that link in the bio, join our free Discord group where I'll make sure that I update the numbers as soon as the lines come out, so this way you have the ability to grab this parlay. But by the time you watch this video, the parlay should be out there. So Tobias Harris, 5+ rebounds, Devin Booker, 2+ 3-pointers made, because I like the fact that both of these guys are going to get the volume today. I just mentioned Tobias Harris rebounds. Look at Devin Booker's numbers, right? So far this year, 2 for 7, 5 for 7, 3 for 8 from the 3-point line. He's getting the volume. If he gets the shots up, he should be able to hit two 3-pointers. And then when you also look at Utah defensively against the 3-pointer, they're ranked 11th in opponent 3-point field goal percentage, and they're also in the bottom 5 in opponent 3-pointers attempted. What does that mean? That they suck at defending the 3-point line. A lot of teams shoot a lot of threes on them, and they hit it at a high rate. So if the Suns are going to shoot a lot of threes, Devin Booker is going to be in that mix. The volume is there, so let's lock that in as our ladder challenge. Tobias Harris, 5+ rebounds. Devin Booker, 2+ 3-pointers made. For the exact odd value, I'll update it in the video if I do have the opportunity to, or if not, click the link in the bio so this way you can join the Discord group and get that. But you should be able to get to plus 100 value there for our third leg of the ladder challenge. That's it for me today. 3 best bets on the way. Devin Booker over 27.5 points. Sixers and Hawks over 236.5 points. And then the ladder challenge day 3 with Booker and Harris. We're going to get it done, my friends. It's been a little bit of a cold week, but we're going to turn it around. We got a college football show coming for you guys as well. And then NFL on Sunday to wrap up the week. There's still time for us to get on the right track. And listen, we also have college basketball that I'm dropping inside the Discord. So there's a lot more money to be made. Trust me, my friends, it's a part of the game. It's a marathon, not a sprint, but I appreciate the support. for it. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep pushing and practicing that bankroll management. All right, my friends, let's get to that money. I'll see y'all in the next video. Later, dictate your fate, and let's get to that cheddar.